guys, it's Lori the Youper Goddess, and I got home from work and realized I had one granola bar left. And I decided to make them. And I do it after work because it only takes like an hour. So, you know, no big deal. I got all my ingredients here. I'm organized. And the first thing that we're going to do when you make the granola bars is you are going to toast some of the ingredients. It really brings out the flavor of things when you toast it. And we have 2 cups of rolled oats. I have 1 cup of raw almonds and 1 cup of organic coconut flakes. So what you're going to do is we're just going to dump everything on the parchment paper. Okay, so you see I dumped everything on my parchment paper, and we're going to mix it all up here. Just spread it out. And I got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And we are going to pop this in the oven, and we're going to roast it for about 12 minutes. But keep an eye on it because coconut will burn. If you take your eye off of this and then you look at it again and your coconut's black, well, you could cry because these ingredients, you know, well, you have to throw it away. But okay, we're going to put it in the oven. I'm going to set the timer for 12 minutes, but I'm going to look at it also. So I'll see you in 12 minutes. Okay guys, we got the stuff out of the oven and check it out. I mean, the coconut's like brown and the rolled oats are brown and the almonds, some of the oils came out of them and they're just going to be so good. So what you do next is I have a 1/2 cup of dried cranberries. I'm going to dump them in there. A 1/2 cup of dates. A 1/2 cup of toasted sunflower seeds. I buy these toasted from the food co-op. And a 1/2 cup of toasted wheat germ. Okay, so you dump those all together. And let me grab a hot pad. You're going to dump this in here. And try not to get it all over. Because I've had it everywhere, believe me. Okay, just like that. And what I have in this pan here is I have a 1/4 cup of raw cane sugar, 3 tablespoons of butter, 2/3 cup of honey. And I have to tell you something about honey. I'll make it quick, but when you're putting honey in anything, use raw honey. And I got this honey from my bee goddess, Tish. And she has bees, and she is actually, her and her husband are going to help Dean and I this spring get bees. And I am so excited. And I'm going to show you guys, you know, all about bees, and they are amazing. And honey, when you put raw honey in baked stuff, it has a natural preservative in it. A lot of people don't know that. Bees are amazing. I love them. And another thing I have in this pan is a 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I make my own vanilla extract. And it is like the easiest thing on earth to make. It costs a fortune at the store. And it costs pennies. And you make it with vodka. I won't say maybe I had a Bloody Mary while I was making it, but, well, maybe. Anyway, you're going to melt this ingredients here, and it's going to come to a boil, and you're going to boil it for 1 minute. As much of that out of the pan as you can. Okay? And we're just going to mix it up. Coat everything really good. Oh, it looks so good. I'm telling you what, I was looking at granola bars in the store, and the lowest calorie one I found was like 170 calories. But the ingredients, oh, just high fructose corn syrup and, you know, just all this oils and stuff that aren't good for you. You know, you make these and eat them, and especially if you give them to your kids, oh my gosh, you can't go wrong. I'm telling you. Okay, so that's mixed really good. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you a little trick here. This is the size pan I use, and it's a little bit smaller than a 9 by 13. So we're going to rub some butter on the outside of this, because I'm going to tell you, don't ever cook these granola bars without parchment paper because it is a nightmare. I have done it and they stick. You know, it's just, oh my God. This makes your life so much easier. So just dump this in there. Scrape your bowl out. Now this ingredient's, you know, it's kind of hot, so you're gonna just get it in all the corners. And now this might seem weird, but you're gonna get your hand wet. And you're gonna push these ingredients down like as hard as you can. If it starts sticking to your hand, put more water on it. I'm making a lot of noise here. Put this hot pad under there. So you're gonna lower your heat in your oven, which I forgot to say, to 300 degrees. Okay, and I'm gonna do that right now. Okay. So after you get them pushed down pretty hard, you are gonna bake these at 300 for 22 minutes. And when I say 22 minutes, it's 22 minutes. I have cooked these a million times and I have found that 22 minutes is perfect. So I have ruined a lot of granola bars for you. So now when you do it, it is going to be perfect. So we are going to stick these in the oven, set the timer for 22 minutes, and I'll see you in 22 minutes. Okay guys, these have been in here for 11 minutes, and what I'm going to do is just pull the rack out and I'm going to push these down. Just push them down again with the spatula. Just like that. They got 10 more minutes to cook, so we'll see what they look like when they're done. Nice and brown. Okay. Okay guys, it's been 22 minutes, so we took the granola bars out of the oven and check it out. Don't they look good? I got a little story about my granola bars. You put them on this rack here. My boss Lee and his wife Cindy were going on a road trip out west, and I asked them, hey, you want a batch of granola bars to bring with you when you go on your trip? And they're like, yeah. So, you know, they go to Yellowstone and they leave and they got their GPS on and they're like, holy crap, it's like 7 hours before we get to the next city. And he was telling me there was no restaurants, nothing, and he texted me, your granola bar saved our lives. So I was like, oh, you know, it's all love. So I cook with love. But anyway, we took these out of the oven and now you're gonna push these down again. So this is like the third time. Just push them down a little. Now these are gonna sit in this pan for 3 hours. They're gonna cool before you cut. One nice thing about this recipe, say, I don't want a granola bar, I want granola. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna, you know, the pan that you toasted your stuff on is like a bigger, wider pan. So you're gonna mix your ingredients in the bowl, dump them back on that pan, and throw it in the oven, and then like halfway through, like toss it around, throw it back in, and then you got granola. And you let that cool, and you can put it in your yogurt, you know, anything. And you know, this recipe I've been doing for a long time, and you eat one of these, like I eat one in the morning for breakfast, and I don't get hungry, and you could probably lose weight eating them. They're so good for you. And you know, if you think you can buy a better one from the store, or anyone that's better for you, doubt it, because you can't. So you need to make these, okay? Until next time, keep smiling, guys. Love ya.